Hello everyone, my name is Samantha Versick, and welcome back to Blacklisted Technology. In today's video, I will be speaking about what an incubator is and why you should not pay for them. Now, let's start off. What is an incubator? An incubator is a company that helps develop new startups. They often provide training and different curriculum. They not only offer curriculum, but they offer a network of people. At the end of incubators, they usually have a day where you can pitch to different investors. In this video, we're going to be speaking about 3 different incubators. First, Draper University, second, 500 startups, and then the third, which is my favorite, YC, which is Y Combinator. Let's start off with Draper University. So Draper University is $12,000, I want to say, for a 4 to 6 week program. Especially as a starting off company, you should never pay for an incubator because you need to be focusing your energy on learning what you can on your own. All of this information you can find online for free. And I know, especially in my case, when I was beginning my startup, I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm like, I have to join an incubator because that's the only way I'm gonna succeed. It was really silly, but I believe a lot of startup founders in the beginning believe that they have to go to these incubators in order to succeed, which is not true at all. So overall, going through their interview process and getting into Draper University, it was a very unique process. I will say that they were professional, but that at the end of the day, I didn't go with them. The second incubator that I will be speaking about is 500 Startups. It is located in San Francisco and has helped thousands of companies launch. One thing that I liked about them is that even though their tuition is $37,500, they are able to take that out of the funding that they give you towards the end. So this gives me a little more hope in their specific incubator. They're saying, we believe in your idea, although this is the amount of money that it costs to go through our program due to the curriculum and different speakers we have. I think one thing you really need to watch out for is incubators that right from the start, they're like, it will be $30,000 and you have to pay right now, and then we'll believe in your idea and we're gonna offer you so many resources, and right away you'll get this great connection, and we know X, Y, and Z to help you with your process, and we're gonna hold your hand. The third incubator I will be speaking about is Y Combinator. Y Combinator is great because they don't charge high fees like the other companies. They believe in their candidates and go through a thorough interview process. Instead of just charging a high fee for everyone in order to get in, they say, no, that's not right. We're going to go through an interview process and see what companies we believe in and give them this free education in hopes that they will be able to pitch investors to get funding back. It's been shown proven because companies that have gone through YC are very popular, such as Airbnb and Dropbox and various of other companies. Now that we've gone through all 3 incubators, we're going to go over what you learned. Why should you not pay for an incubator, and what can you learn from them of what ones are better to go to and what ones you should run away from. Number 1, when you're starting out with a startup, you need to save as much money as possible and do everything yourself. You don't need to go pay someone $30,000 in order for them to teach you information that you can learn online or from free companies such as YC, which they do let a wide range of companies in. So you don't have to have X amount of users. You can just have an idea, and they're going to provide the same information as the other companies that are charging $30,000, $40,000 are. Second, startups change all the time. I know many people who 1 month they have this great idea and it's going to be so successful, and they have to go to this incubator in order to get it launched. And then when they're at the end of the incubator, they're like, actually, I have a better idea. I'm going to try something new. And that's not useful because even though you've learned all the information, you weren't able to get that hands-on experience going through the incubator with this new idea. And I think it's really helpful not to do that, especially when you're starting out. Your ideas change all the time. I have friends and they've changed their startup ideas 2 or 3 times. So it's very normal and even recommended to Look at your idea and see if there's a market, what problems you're solving. And if you're not okay with that, or you're not comfortable, or don't think your market is big enough, to choose something else that will have a greater chance of success. Third, you should build your own network first, because at the end of the day, a lot of the incubators try and tell you, oh, you can't get this high of network without our connections, which in many cases it's true, but especially for a startup that is new, you can go out and network. You can go out and go to different meetups. I know there's many technology meetups in every single city, or you can even look for a mentor. And my next video is actually going to be on how to find the perfect mentor for you, because you're able to get these connections. You don't need to pay money in order to get into this to meet the right people. It's helpful, but at the beginning stages of a startup, I would not recommend it. Now that we've talked about why you should never pay for an incubator, we're going to talk about why you should a little bit. So, some of these incubators that charge a high fee are charging this amount because that's how much it is to provide the high quality curriculum or housing in order to get into their program. They also do provide a great network. Maybe you would not be able to meet that many people. Those are a couple reasons why maybe you would pay to get into an incubator. Although I do recommend using free resources on YouTube, edX, and going to Y Combinator Startup School, which is free and is now providing year round service. The final advice I have for you is to go to an incubator that is more selective. Go to an incubator that maybe lets 5% of all applicants in, because those are the incubators that are going to push you forward and actually have the connections to do that. Thank you for listening to today's video on why you should never pay for an incubator. Make sure to check out my website, blacklisted.technology, as well as my iOS app, black-listed. Thank you so much, and watch out for next week's video, which is going to be on how to find a mentor and what questions you need to ask them in order to succeed. Thank you.